Are there other ways of resolving disputes? Well, we talked about courts, arbitrations, mediation. Are there any other ways in Spain that...
Mainly mediation, arbitration, court cases. We can do mention of another way that we have. It is not very common, okay, but it can be used, and it is the mediation of the court. It is what we call acto de conciliación, conciliation
yes,
act.
conciliation,
Okay?
yes.
It is that when we submit our demand to the court, not to go for the trial, not to start a court case, just to inform to the other part, and the court is going to appoint one meeting between both parties to get an agreement.
This is effectively a mediation through the mechanism of the court.
That is like a mediation, but in truth the judge is not going to be part of that mediation.
Yes.
The judge is not going to give advice about the position, the legal position that you have or the other, but is going to be witness of a meeting between two parties, and if there is an agreement, that will be done in writing by the judge. That is the end of the procedure.
Yes.
But if there is no agreement between the parties, there is nothing that the judge can do in that case, because that is not a proper trial. That
Yes.
is just a conciliation
Yes.
act to try to get a solution between
Yes.
both parties.
Okay, now we've talked about the need to get legal advice. How do you find a good lawyer? Do all lawyers in Spain deal with court cases and disputes?
No, it is that in Spain the law is complicated. Okay, we have a complex system, and you must look for one specific lawyer who is a specialist in the subject that you are dealing with. Okay, it is that for a court case, it's not good to use a lawyer who is not familiar with court cases, and including if you have a court case, you must appoint one lawyer who is a specialist in one particular subject. Civil cases,
for example,
criminal cases,
yes.
civil, social cases. If you have a problem because your company is not paying your salary, you must go into a specialist in social law.
Yes.
Okay. If you have a case, a civil case, because somebody owed you 10,000 euros, you must go to a civil lawyer. Okay.
Yes.
It is that take in consideration that the civil code in Spain has around 2,000 articles. Okay.
Yes.
The law that is regulating the civil court cases in Spain is more than 800 articles. Okay, it is that when you are dealing with a court case, you must appoint one specialist in that area of
Yes.
the law.
Now, Manzanares deals with all of these areas of law, does it?
We cover that.
Yes. But if you didn't know Manzanares, how would you find a lawyer who was a specialist?
You can contact with the College of Lawyers. Okay, that is like the Bar Association. This that you can contact with the
This is the Provincial College of Lawyers, so
Lawyers.
the college for Malaga, for example.
For Malaga or for Marbella, and they will give you a list of the lawyers specialists in each area.
Yes.
And you can appoint one lawyer of that. They can help you they can give you an orientation if you have no idea about the lawyer
Yes.
that you want to appoint, or you can contact with a lawyer that you have had in Spain before, maybe for buying a property, and that lawyer can give you an orientation about who can be a good lawyer, a specialist in that.
Yes.
In that.
Because it really is important you choose a good lawyer to deal with these cases on your behalf.
Very important, because in Spain the law is very different depending of the
Yes.
subject, and it is necessary to appoint one specific lawyer, a specialist in that area. Very important.
And the final thing I want to deal with is that we've mentioned earlier on that you'll need to give powers of attorney to your lawyers to deal with these cases on your behalf.
Yep.
Just to mention, we have a separate video and guide to powers of attorney in Spain, so we're not ignoring it here, but if you want to know more about that, please look there. Antonio, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very interesting interview. If you need assistance, if you're involved in a court case, then Antonio and his team would be more than happy to help you. There's a link to them at the bottom of this video. If you want to find out more, look at our videos about the legal system in Spain and court cases in Spain and so on, and to our written guides on those subjects. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like us or follow us. Until next time, thank you and goodbye. Antonio, thank you.
Thank you.